It's amazing, isn't it? If you're running a business, I mean, especially when you're juggling sales, marketing, everything else,
Oh,
just
yeah.
keeping track of everyone who's even like remotely interested, that can feel like a full-time job itself.
Totally. And then actually following up in a way that works.
Forget about it. You end up with spreadsheets, sticky notes, and just that feeling you're dropping the ball somewhere.
Absolutely. And that feeling, that overwhelm, it's a real barrier to growth, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You could have the best product, the best service, but if the lead management is chaotic, opportunities just slip through.
Right.
Plus, all that manual stuff pulls you away from the big picture, the strategy.
Well, that's exactly the knot we're trying to untangle today.
Yeah.
We've been digging into some really interesting material around CRM, customer relationship management, and automation.
Good stuff.
Yeah, and the core promise here is, well, setting these systems up right can actually help you grow faster without the burnout.
That's the key, isn't it? Avoiding the burnout.
Exactly. So our mission for this deep dive is to really nail down how these tools can help you, the listener, in your business. The info we looked at lays out some pretty practical setups.
And even hints at the results you might expect, which is quite compelling.
It really is.
And what's fascinating, I think, is the shift, moving from always reacting, putting out fires,
Yeah.
to proactively guiding potential customers,
Yeah.
building these sort of smart pathways.
So you're not always playing catch up.
Precisely. The system nurtures leads, builds relationships, almost on autopilot.
Okay, let's get into the nuts and bolts then. One of the first things that jumped out was email and SMS drip campaigns.
Right. Big one.
So if you're new to this, basically you pre-write a bunch of messages, emails or texts,
Mm.
and they go out automatically, triggered by something or just on a schedule.
Exactly. It's like having a really well thought out conversation planned, but you set it up once.
Right.
Then the system just delivers the right message, right time. Keeps you present in their mind.
Without you having to constantly type emails.
Yeah, massive time saver.
Mm.
And you can tailor them, too, based on what they're interested in, where they are in the process.
And for the listener, the advantages here are pretty big. The source is really hammered home, staying top of mind.
Crucial. People are bombarded.
Totally. So consistent, valuable communication helps you cut through that noise. And it's great for warming up leads who aren't quite ready to buy yet, right?
Definitely. You're delivering helpful content, maybe special insights, reminders, building trust. So when they are ready,
They think of you.
exactly. And the efficiency part, I mean, don't underestimate that.
Yeah.
Think about all the time spent writing individual follow-ups, sending reminder texts, drip campaigns, just automate all that,
Frees up huge chunks of time.
which you can reinvest elsewhere. Strategy, product refinement, partnerships, whatever moves the needle.
There was a really clear example in the material we reviewed, painted a great picture.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine someone fills out a contact form on your site. Boom. Instantly, they get a thank you text.
Nice touch. Immediate.
Yeah. Then, maybe a day or two later, an email lands, packed with value related to why they reached out.
Smart.
Then, maybe a week later, another message, suggesting a quick call.
So it's a sequence.
Right, this whole sequence happening automatically.
Yeah.
Designed to keep them engaged, moving them forward.
And I liked the mix of channels in that example.
okay.
SMS for speed, email for depth.
Good point. Hits different preferences.
Exactly. Increases the chances they'll actually see it and engage.
Okay, so building on that hands-free communication, the sources also talked a lot about automated follow-up systems.
Kind of the next level, yeah.
These things are working 24/7 for you, triggered by all sorts of stuff.
Like what?
Like how much time has passed since you last talked or specific actions they took, clicking a link, say.
Or even if they haven't done anything for a while,
Mm.
inactivity triggers.
Right.
These systems are like your tireless assistant, basically, making sure no one gets forgotten just because you got busy.
Happens all the time.
It does. So a trigger could be simple, like a week passed since the first call. Boom. Automated follow-up email.
They're more sophisticated.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
if they click a specific product link in an email,
Yeah.
that could trigger a targeted sequence about that product.
Ah, okay.
And crucially, they can spot and try to re-engage people who've gone quiet. Those radio silent leads.
Which can uncover hidden opportunities.
Definitely, often does.
So the upside for your business, well, it's pretty clear, isn't it? Fewer missed leads. That's huge.
Massive.
And because you're reaching out at the right moments, conversion rates should naturally lift.
You're staying relevant, responsive, without being chained to your inbox.
Exactly. Plus, these systems handle the routine stuff. Appointment reminders, booking confirmations.
Even asking for feedback after a sale. All that vital but easily forgotten stuff.
Yeah, the material had some great real-world examples, like that lead you had a great first call with them. Nothing.
Poof, gone silent.
Yeah. An automated system could send a gentle nudge a few days later, maybe with some extra resources.
Smart. Or someone hasn't opened your emails in 30 days. Maybe send a special reactivation offer automatically.
Trying to spark their interest again.
And the testimonial request one was brilliant, I thought. Sending that automatically a couple weeks after a happy customer buys.
Bold, because asking manually,
Mhm.
it often slips through the cracks.
Totally. It's like a safety net for your lead management and customer retention.
Yeah.
All these things are crucial, but easy to miss when you're juggling.
It's like having a super organized team member who never forgets. Now, the sources also made a really critical point.
Which was?
The importance of having a CRM system that's actually tailored to your business, not just generic one-size-fits-all.
Ah, yes. This is key. This is where you really unlock the potential.
Why is that so important?
Well, a generic CRM might have tons of features, but if they don't match your specific sales cycle, how you talk to customers,
Right.
you won't get those transformative results.
Right.
A customized CRM becomes the central hub, the nervous system, for all your lead and customer info, organized in a way that makes sense for you.
So what does a customized CRM actually do? The sources highlighted a few key things.
Right.
Tracking every single interaction. Emails, calls, meetings, everything logged.
Central record. Essential.
Helping you visualize and manage your sales pipeline. See where every deal stands.
Pipeline visibility. Crucial for forecasting, too.
And organizing contacts meaningfully by source, interest, stage in the buying process.
So you can segment properly.
Exactly. But then there's the really cool part. Triggering actions based on what people actually do.
This is the magic part, yeah.
Mm.
When the system becomes intelligent.
So like if a lead clicks a pricing page link in an email.
The system could automatically update their lead score. Maybe notify sales they're hot.
Or even trigger another follow-up email, maybe with a special offer.
Precisely. It responds to their behavior, makes the engagement much more personal and timely.
The material we looked at called this a game changer, and you can see why.
Totally.
Just having that clear bird's eye view of everything, knowing where every lead is, what the next step should be.
It provides incredible clarity, control.
Yeah, and it cuts down that mental load, right? Trying to remember who needs what. Those did I forget something moments.
Reduces them significantly. Ultimately, you close more deals with way less manual effort.
It shifts you, like you said earlier, from reactive scrambling
to a proactive, data-driven approach.
Mhm.
And when the whole team uses the same customized hub, collaboration improves, efficiency goes up. It's a win-win.
Okay, so we've unpacked what this setup looks like, the benefits, but I know what people listening are thinking.
What kind of actual results can I expect?
Exactly. What can you, our listener, realistically expect? The info we reviewed was pretty direct about this.
Yeah, this is where it gets tangible, real impact.
Mm.
The sources indicated pretty clearly that businesses doing this can save, get this, upwards of 10 hours per week
10 hours, wow.
on tasks that were previously manual. Imagine getting an extra 2 hours back every single day. What could you do with that?
That's huge. Time you can put into higher value stuff, growth strategy, refining the product, connecting with customers.
Exactly. Yeah. And beyond just the time saving, the material boiled down the key advantages really nicely.
Hello.
Faster response times, responding quickly when someone inquires. That directly boosts conversions. You catch them while they're hot.
Makes sense. And consistent contact, too.
Yeah, the ability to stay in touch with every lead, every customer, without relying on your memory or sticky notes.
Builds that trust, keeps you top of mind.
Ensures nobody feels overlooked or forgotten. Invaluable.
So it's really about taking that initial flicker of interest.
And nurturing it, turning interest into action through timely, strategic communication.
And the big picture, the ultimate goal here is scaling the business, right?
Mm-hmm. Handling more leads, more customers, without scaling your stress levels or your working hours proportionally.
Because the automation does so much of the heavy lifting.
Exactly. Which, naturally leads to the question, okay, I'm listening. This sounds interesting. What next?
Right. What should someone do if this deep dive has them thinking this could be the thing for their business?
Well, the material we explored had a very clear suggestion for that.
Yeah, it did. If this conversation sparked something and you're thinking CRM and automation might be your missing piece, the sources suggested 2 simple ways to explore it. You can directly message the phrase CRM setup, that's CRM setup,
Got it.
or just leave a comment where you're listening. And you'll get info back on how these systems can be tailored specifically for your business needs.
So it's a direct invite. See how these tools apply to your unique situation.
Yeah.
And it's really worth thinking about the idea that these automated systems can be working for you, nurturing leads, following up, even when you're not actively at your desk.
That's a powerful thought. So as you go about your day, and maybe just mull this over, what if you had a silent, efficient system working in the background, consistently engaging potential customers, guiding them smoothly towards becoming loyal clients?
That's the real promise here.
It really is.
Yeah.
That's the potential of CRM and automation setup. Definitely something worth exploring. See how it could transform the way you work and grow.